Hi, everyone. It's Henry DeVries, and welcome to the Agency Rainmaker TV show. This is the show where we help agency owners make it rain. And very happy today. My guest is Juliana Marulanda, and she's here to talk to us about efficiency and process and all those good things that give us the time we need for business development. Juliana, how are you today?
I am great, and I'm super excited to geek out with you tonight.
Geek out is a great word. Thanks. So let's just get right into it. Who do you serve?
So, most of our audience is agency owners, and we are helping them. And I would say also the leaders of agencies and other, small businesses.
Yeah, I know strategic consultants like to hang out where agency owners hang out, so that might be some of your business too. Tell us,
Mhm.
what do you do for these people?
So, really, what we're here to help with is once owners, there's kind of these three plateaus where we're really helping, right? They're kind of, there's like a dash to cast. You hit the 1 million, there's like a 1.3 million plateau. And then there's another like, oh, we're going to get our stuff together. And what got us here didn't get us there. It's like a 3 million plateau. And then as you're trying to hit that 8 figure, there's like a 7 million where we really need to get our managers to manage and also build culture so that there's leadership in sort of that leadership delegation pipeline. And so that's where we come in. So at each of these plateaus, the owners are kind of brought back into the weeds. It's getting them out by helping with their systems, their processes, so that they have really high performance teams and high profitability.
As an agency president, I've been through all three, and a chief marketing officer for a much larger firm. I've hit all three of those, and certainly the wheels come off the wagon, I like to say, before you get to jump the gap. So it's great that you're out there. The system is the solution. Thank you for being a champion for the process. Let's talk about ways you make it rain. You're a great marketer. I'd love you to share your insights on how you make it rain.
Well, I would say that truly it's figuring out what the market needs as it's ever evolving. And you know, we try to be as content driven as possible. So I mean, if we're going to talk like straight marketing channels, we're on LinkedIn and we're putting content and we're doing different strategies on LinkedIn as the algorithm is changing. Over the last couple of years, we've set tons of effort into our organic traffic. We've do Facebook ads when we're launching something big. And so I would say what we are really good at in terms of making it rain is kind of going behind the myths of what often gets mistaken for things that are not operational that are operational, right? So we have clients that are like, I just need better time management. Usually it's not better time management, it's that you got to open up your capacity. We have to delegate more, we got to get stuff off of your plate. We've got to get other people doing things. So it's kind of like, all right, what's your symptom and then what's the real operational solution? And we do a lot of this by creating content and then offering our scale map, which is our 5-minute diagnostic that we offer it for free. During the pandemic, we saw a real need for people to have trusted resources, and we made it free. We were charging like $2,000 for this. We made it free, and we really put it as part of not only our sales process, but our marketing process too. We wanted to be able to help the community, the overall industry, and create something that was super useful, that was visual, because agency owners tend to be visual, and have sort of this 50-prong matrix where you can see in an instant, like a heat map, where your operational gaps and gains are very quickly. And I would say everything kind of leads to that so that we can diagnose things and put a plan to action for you as quickly as possible. And, if people aren't ready for us now, usually they come back to us because we provide so much value, on the front end. And I would say that's what makes it rain.
Juliana and I are in a mastermind group of, I would say, a cooperative marketing venture where we're helping agency owners with 5 to 200 employees. And there's 20 members of the mastermind, and we all handle something different. And I really like Juliana because we're after the top two pains that research has shown for these agency owners with 5 to 200 employees. Number one pain for 2 out of 3 is not enough right fit prospects in the pipeline. So I'm the book agency, I'm the agency book guy. I reverse that. I'm the agency book guy so that they can help fill their pipelines with right fit prospects by publishing a book they're proud of. The number two pain for 50% was agency owners report they don't have enough time for business development. So Juliana attacks that problem because really she gives people more time with process. Is that a fair statement, Juliana?
I would go, I would say 100% it's a fair statement. And I would go as far as to say, like, one of our big metrics when we're working with a client is, giving them back a minimum of 20 hours a week, right? Of reclaimed time. And what do most owners do with that reclaimed time? They're spending it on biz dev, right? Like, with 20 hours a week, that's most likely anywhere between one, if it's a huge client, to 4 clients a month right there. And that's huge.
I wrote a book about Warren Buffett, and here's what we all have in common with Warren Buffett. We all get 168 hours a week, and you need to use some of those for sleeping and eating and taking care of things, and you need to use some working. But how do you get more time? Well, Juliana is talking about the answer there. You've got to get more efficient, and you've got to delegate. You're a big advocate of delegation. So I just wanted to leave the seed with everybody that whatever your niche is, there are other people who also serve that niche, and they're non-competitive to you. And can you form a mastermind where you're mutually beneficial to each other? And the magic words in the English language is I know a guy. And that even works for women, Juliana. I asked some of them, they said, well, it doesn't sound the same to say I know a person. The joke is like on the East Coast, hey, I know a guy. In Chicago, it's I got a guy. So we're looking for those relationships that produce referrals. Juliana, it's been so great visiting with you today. I'd like to have you back on another TV show. For everybody out there, until the next time, make it rain.